Ladies and gentlemen, long division. Do not forget about subscribing to our YouTube channel, Prof. Kamlavi Math for Fun. We have more than 400 videos there, from the lowest math all the way up, and then we added more to it, as well as share it, like it, and make some comments. Thank you. So let's go for this. So we have 2x to the fourth minus 7x to the third plus 7x to the second minus 9x plus 10 divided by 2x minus 5. Or you can also say 2x minus 5 divided into 2x to the fourth minus 7x to the third plus 7x to the second minus 9x plus 10, right? Then we go first term divided by first term. Let's go for it. This is going to give us what? So it's going to be 2x to the fourth divided by 2x. What would that give us? 2 out. X fourth divided by x1. When we're dividing same variables, what do we do to the power? We subtract them. So that means 4 minus 1. That'll be x to the third. And what do we do with this? We take it, we plug it right here. Put it right there. All right? And then now we take the same term, multiply by these two. So x to the third times 2x times 2x, that would give us what? That would give us 2x to the fourth. And then x third times negative 5 is going to give us what? Negative 5x to the third. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to subtract them. All right? So that the positive here becomes a negative. The negative becomes a positive because of the subtracting sign. So that 2x to the fourth minus 2x to the fourth is 0. And then negative says 7x to the third plus 5x to the third. That will give us what? Negative 2x to the third. All right? Then you bring down whatever you did not use, 9x plus 10. So you bring this down, bring this down, bring this down. All right, let's go. First term divided by first term. That's it. That's the key. Okay? That's the key. So it's negative 2x to the third divided by 2x. What are we going to get? Negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1, right? Or just... Then x to the third divided by x1, subtract, so that gives you x second, okay? So this one, you don't need a 1. That's what I meant. All right, so you have negative x to the second power. So where does it go? Right over here, negative x to the second power. Then what do? Negative x to the second power times 2x is going to give us what? Negative 2x to the third. And then negative x to the second power times negative 5 is going to give us what? Plus 5x to the second power. And then what? You subtract. And once we subtract, the signs will change to the opposite, always. So the negative becomes a positive, the positive becomes a negative. So that negative 2x to the third plus 2x to the second will give us what? 0. Positive 7x to the second minus 5x to the second is going to give us what? Positive 2x to the second. And then we bring down negative 9x, we bring down the 10. All right, and again, ladies and gentlemen, what do? First term divided by the first term. So we do what? 2x to the second power divided by 2x. And what would that give us? 2 out. X second divided by x is just x because you subtract the power. 2 minus 1 is x, is 1, sorry. Then it's just x. All right, where does the x go? Plus x. So you have x times 2x is what? Is 2x to the second power. And x times negative 5, negative 5x. And again, we got to subtract. And then the signs will change to the opposite. This becomes negative. This is a positive. So you have 2x squared minus x to the second power. That gives you what? Minus 2x to the second power. That gives you 0. Negative 9x plus 5x, negative 4x plus 10. All right? And then what do we need again? First term divided by the first term. Right now, this is fun, right? So that's negative, this is fun until you are too excited, okay? So we take negative 4x divided by positive 2x, all right? So what do we get? Negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. X out. So we have negative 2, that goes right here. So we have negative 2 times positive 2x is going to give us what? Negative 4x. And then negative 2 times negative 5 is going to give us positive 10. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, we got to subtract. And then this one is a positive, this one is a negative. So that we have negative 4x plus 4x is what? 0. And then 10 minus 10 is 0. Ladies and gentlemen, you are finished because you have 0, 0 here. This is your final answer. You are all done. So that you go back to this step by step, and then you can do it. All right, let's go.